told you.
I literally told you.
So mean.
All right, how we starting this off?
I got you. Ready? Testing, testing. Oh, see.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm trying to be Beyonce and you're just hating on me. This is fun, isn't it?
I'm trying to be Beyonce.
Hey, Tahira.
I don't like that.
Why? What do you want me to call you then?
You can call me Tahira. Tahira is fine.
Okay. What are you going to call me?
Daniela.
Hey. Hey, guys, and welcome to the first ever episode of the Review for Fuse. Say it 5 times fast.
Review for the Fuse. Whatever.
So, how was your day? How was your day today? Just to start off, how was your day?
I told you how my day was.
Okay. Tell the people in the world how your day was today.
Oh my God. So wait. Do the people know
No,
that?
they don't know our jobs, and they should not know our jobs.
So if I explain it, then they're going to know our jobs.
Okay, go ahead and explain it.
I don't want to know. Like, I don't want everyone knowing what I do, you know?
We're classified, bitch.
We are classified.
Yeah.
See, now people don't think we're like spies or something.
Damn Skippy.
No, but basically what I do required me to be out in the woods today. And then it required a compass and all that stuff. And it was just really annoying because I don't like being outside in the woods, in the sun, in the heat, with bugs.
And we in Timbuktu country, so
and I
you
just
know
did
all
my
the bugs
hair,
out.
so I was like getting real pissed off.
I mean, y'all did it on a Monday out of all days. It's like Monday, you come in, you look clean, you look fresh off the grill. You know what I mean? It's like, couldn't be me. I think we did ours on a Thursday.
We're getting very off topic.
We are. So today we're gonna talk about Manifest. It's like, so Netflix labels it as a sci-fi show, which is weird.
It's not sci-fi. It can be considered sci-fi.
Well, here's the thing why I think they consider it sci-fi, because like the 4th season is so bizarre. Like the 4th season, like honestly watching the 4th season, I was like, well, what the fuck started the show? Like it goes way off like what it used to be. So it's weird. So if you didn't know, Manifest used to run on like regular cable TV, and then it got canceled. And like anything that gets canceled, it eventually ends up on Netflix. And people went and they watched it, and they were like, hey, man, this show's good. Oh my God, like they got to keep it going. So, you know, Netflix is like, we got to listen to the people.
I mean, that was in my first, when you were like, oh my God, you should watch it. And I watched the first episode and I was just like,
It was trash. So I originally first watched Manifest, and then like I stopped. It was one of those shows I started and then I stopped, and then I got bored because there was like nothing to watch, and I was like, I guess I could watch this. It was somewhat entertaining. It don't pull you in, you know what I mean? But it's like somewhat entertaining, and it has its moments like anything. But
I think I only stuck around with it because there was some like drama and there was some stuff that made me just go like, no freaking way.
yeah,
That
like,
they just did that.
it's weird like that. But season 4 dropped on November 4th. And for season 4, it's the final season. It's the final countdown. I just really want to say that. It's the final season, but they split into 10 parts. So they dropped 10 episodes, and they have another 10 episodes to drop. Now, here's what I'm going to say about season 4 before I give you the recap, right? Or at least my recap on season 1 to season 3. Season 4, weird as fuck. That's why I feel like it's sci-fi, because the way they did it. At first, I never even knew what sci-fi is, because I'm like, what the fuck is sci-fi?
You don't know what sci-fi is?
It's like the way people classify, like just like this show, the way people classify sci-fi, it's like, what the fuck is sci-fi then?
Well, it's like, sci-fi is like science fiction.
But this is weird. And let me tell you why I don't like it, that I don't consider it sci-fi, because it brings religion into it. And it's like, don't get me wrong, I love Jesus. I think I'm a good Christian some days. But
Sure, you're Christian.
But the way they went about it, it was just weird. Like, I don't know if you saw season 3 when they started talking about Noah's Ark. I'm like, Noah's Ark? Noah's Ark found its way to New York City?
I don't get all into religion like that.
I don't get into religion. I don't get into religion. But it's like, make it make sense. Like, now I feel like you just making fun of Jesus. Jesus up there like, this how y'all see me? This how y'all gonna do me?
No comment.
This how y'all gonna do me. I'm not trying to get all religious with it, because not everybody's like Christianity and all that good stuff. But it was just weird in that, like, how they go about it. It's just weird. That's why it's like, I don't know what sci-fi is, because it's like the freak. It's just weird. I don't know. Whole season 4 was weird.
I mean, I definitely will say that it felt like whoever was writing it was just like pulling stuff out their butt.
No cap.
Because some stuff was good, but then it was just like you would look at other things and it's just like, really?
Some of the little graphics, like the gargoyle.
That's so like that is what like when I first seen it, I was just like, it made me stop watching it because I was like, are you for real?
Yeah, it's weird.
And then like their video effects are just
Terrible. Like when they have callings. Oh, fair warning, I totally forgot. There are spoilers ahead. If you, whether you watch the show or not, that's not the whole basis of this podcast. The basis of the podcast is to review it and like tell you our personal opinions. I get it. People don't ask for opinions, but I'm gonna give it to you.
If you don't ask them, you're gonna get them anyway. And if you don't like spoilers, then click away now, finish watching, and then come back.
Yeah, I told y'all. I told y'all like what 2 weeks ahead of time.
Why are you getting ghetto?
Did you just really? Okay. Did you just?
Oh my god! Let me not use a G word. Sorry.
Oh my god. At least it's not the R word. I think I'd rather be called ghetto than ratchet.
Ratchet. I haven't used the word ratchet in a long time. I've actually never been called ratchet.
I have been called ratchet
You
so
be
many
ratchet
times.
sometimes.
I'm literally just gonna skip over the topic and get back to
Okay. Back
what we're
to
talking about.
What are we talking about? The
manifest. So the characters, you got Michaela, you got her brother Ben, you got his wife Grace, you got like her then husband Zeke, you got the kids, they're twins, Cal and his sister Maybell. What his sister name? I don't know his sister name.
I don't remember.
I don't know his sister's name.
I know she was a sassy little lassie.
Olivia. Olive. What that say? Her name's Olive. I put Olivia.
Same thing. Potato.
It's the same thing. Potato, potato. You got Michaela's ex, Vasquez, Jared Vasquez. It was like so weird. And then you have like Robert Vance, the dude who was like the NSA. I don't know if he was NSA, CIA, FBI. He was just all the 3 acronyms.
Yeah, I think he was NSA. Isn't it like
National Snooping Association?
Security?
Oh, okay. Let's go with that one.
It's National Security. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. And then you have
snooping.
I watch a lot of American Dad, I'm not gonna lie. Then you have Angelina. You know who Angelina is? No, maybe so. She was the girl that they took in after.
Wasn't she the one that they kept?
Yeah, they were like nice to her. This is why I don't like white people. Let me tell you why I don't like white people.
Say that.
Well, yes, I can. Let me tell you why I don't like white people. Well, actually, you know what? I'll take that back. I'm not gonna say this is not why I don't like white people. This is why I don't like, so kind-hearted, nice people. Because people are so
fake.
Deceiving. And it's like, here you got this girl. You save her, right? She's thankful and all that, whatever. But then she started copying the other girl, trying to find her own identity. And like, I get it, girl. You might be lost, but come on, dyeing your hair, trying to be somebody else. Like, come on now.
Oh my god, that reminds me of an episode of Family Guy.
What episode?
I don't know. It's like, they like have a babysitter and she's like having trouble or something like that. So Lois lets her like work for them, and then she tries to start to become Lois, and then she starts dressing like her, and she tries to kill Lois, and like
I feel like everybody tries to kill Lois at this point.
Yeah.
Stewie's at the top of the list though. He stays at the top.
In the most recent episodes though, he doesn't really try to do it as much. It's kind of like old now. It's like a thing of the past.
I don't really watch Family Guy like that.
You should. This is so off topic.
It's so off topic.
But I feel like you should do a review of the show Blind Spot.
Who?
Blind Spot.
Who? I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, you should watch it. It's like, it's really, really good. But like, you'll get to I got to the last season. Like when I was on maternity leave, I watched the whole show. And I got to the last
maternity
season.
leave, wasn't it?
Yes. I got to the last season, and I watched the final episode, and then it ended. And the way they ended it, I was so mad.
You can't tell me that, because like when I watch shows and they end bad, I start flipping things.
It didn't end badly, but like it ended good, and then it cut to this last clip, and I was just like,
just the world's worst cliffhanger.
I was just like, bruh.
What is it on? Like Netflix, Hulu, HBO?
I think it's on Netflix.
I'll look it up.
It's on Hulu. It's definitely on Hulu because I watched it on Hulu.
I'll look it up. I don't know what we were talking about at first. Oh, Angelina. She was trying to be their daughter, Olive, and then she ended up saying that the baby they had, Eden, she ended up saying like, oh my God, this is my guardian angel. She's here to protect me. So she literally puts this kid in danger by starting fires and shit. And the mom, Grace, got mad and she was so upset. Like any mom would be about their kid. Like you're intentionally putting my kid at harm.
Absolutely. Me as a mother, I would definitely. I wouldn't even be mad. I'd probably just attack you.
It's like fuck. She said, she says, I think you will go crazy. Like the way she did it. And I like the fact that they make it known that she got black in her from her brother. Like they make it known that she got black in her. Like she don't play about her kids. Like she married a Caucasian, but she don't play about her kids.
Oh my god.
Okay. And you know the way it happened. And I'm not gonna lie, when I watched the season 3 finale, that's what I said, just do me one favor, watch the season 3 finale. And she died. I was like, ain't no mother. No, she was a good character, and she was so pretty, and I liked her. And when she like sees her son, that part pissed me off. I'm like, who the fuck is this kid? And she knows who it is. I'm like, who's this kid? It's like so weird. Like the whole show, like from season 1 till now, is completely changed. And shows are supposed to change, but the way they go about it is so weird. Like season 4 is straight sci-fi on religion. Cause like in season 3, they brought up Noah's Ark, and then now they're talking about the divine conscious, all these stuff. They started talking about like Egypt, like Egyptian, like old relics and stuff like that. And it's like, you're me. Why are you doing
I
this to
mean,
me?
but if you think about it, they incorporated religion in the show the whole time because, like,
Did
when
they? So
yeah,
I
like when
try
the
to
people
find
first
that.
landed on the ship and they were like, "Oh, you guys been gone for like five. What was it? Like
5 years. They were gone for
Then
5
they had
years.
people like showing up at their house saying like, "Oh, like you're God's angels, blah blah blah. Like Jesus is with you,
That sounds like
and
some
like
Jehovah Witness
when
shit.
God comes back, you're gonna be the ones as the savior and all that stuff."
I mean, I guess.
And
I
that was like
guess.
that was season 1. I was like, I don't
That's
remember
true,
what episode
but
that
it's
was. Season
definitely
1.
changed since then. Because now they see them as like demons. It's like they have all these bad things. They're gonna kill us all. Oh my god, you know, society, scaredy cats.
Yeah.
So weird. I don't know. Season 1 wasn't the best season. I think I like season 2 a little bit, but
I didn't mind season 1. It just took me a minute to get into it. But then I got into season 2 and I was just like, I was really confused in the beginning. So I had to go back and rewatch it.
yeah, yeah. I feel you there. I don't know. So like in my notes, I put that manifest as a sci-fi, but like I stated at the beginning, I don't really know what sci-fi is. But if sci-fi is just a whole bunch of jambalaya, then it's definitely sci-fi. That's just my perspective because of the way they go about it. You know me, I binge watch stuff, so I watched it all in one sitting, and I'm just like, man.
I mean, I think why the reason that the category falls under sci-fi is because it's like stuff that's not believable. It doesn't really relate to real life
No,
when you
hell
think
no.
about it.
Well, actually,
Except the drama and like the family
well,
stuff.
you know, the
But
show
like,
is based off that actual missing flight. It's called Malaysian something, but it's an
yeah,
actual missing flight.
that is true. But like,
I'm not gonna lie. When I looked that up, I'm like, watch this flight reappear and like this
oh
happen and
my
become
god. Now see,
reality.
now you're trying to manifest that. Hence the show name.
Please manifest. I think it's called manifest because isn't that like the table roster, like where you're seeing it's like the manifest, the flights manifest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I am manifesting that because it's like, what if this plane actually did came back?
If that were the case, I would.
I gotta go see
I'm not
Jesus.
gonna
I'm
say
like,
I wouldn't care. I think my brain just wouldn't process that happening.
no, I would be fascinated because the flight went missing in like 2013, I believe, and here we are in 2022.
I don't, but like, I don't think flights like go missing. They're either hijacked or they just crash and they're never found. There's no way like a whole flight's gonna go missing, and then like those people are still alive. You
I
know?
mean, that's true, but they like searched everywhere in that vicinity to a point. And obviously, you know, the earth is pretty vast, especially the ocean. And they didn't find not one single trace. I believe they found one thing. I don't remember what it was. They found one thing, but like that was it. And they were all presumed dead. There was like 200 passengers on that plane or so, and just all
Yeah, they're probably
gone.
swimming with the fishes somewhere. I don't want to sound insensitive, but like,
Oh no, they're definitely down in the Red Sea or some shit or wherever.
or like the Bermuda Triangle.
The Bermuda Triangle. But people, I never understood that. People visit Bermuda. So is it
That's true. You know, like if you go to Florida, Bermuda's like right there. So it's like,
really?
yeah,
Maybe that's why Florida is the way it is. We have to blame the Bermuda Triangle.
maybe.
Maybe.
But
Maybe
you know,
I'm just
you're
trying to.
from Broward.
I'm from Broward, motherfucking county. Whatever. Anyways, so this show, right? Here's my issue with this show. Here's what I love about this show. I love that it incorporates real life. Like, I'm all about real life. I like when like Michaela gets married. It's so cute. But I'm a girl. I'm gonna go for the hottie. You know what I mean? And freaking Jared was hotter, and he's a police officer. And it's like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm switching up sides. As a black person, I'm not F the police. F-12 or whatever. But the man was fine, and she chose that man. It's like, what?
I mean, well, I guess what the I will say a character that I wasn't fond of was Grace.
What? Why not?
And no, the reason I say this is yeah, okay, like when Ben came back off of the plane,
Talking about this.
he's not dead. Like he's not dead anymore, obviously. And it's like obviously, like if you're certain someone dies, you're gonna continue to live your life and like find someone else eventually. Some people do, some people don't. But
Mm-hmm.
she waited to the last friggin' minute.
What, to
She
find somebody?
No, she didn't tell him that she was still seeing that person.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that nice dude.
Olive had to snitch on her own mama.
Yeah.
And then she wanted to had a like little stupid face and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna already ended it, da da this and that." And I'm like, you still seeing him saying you love him, and then you kissing all on Ben? Like that's basically cheating. Like you're not faithful.
I mean, so logically, yeah, she was cheating. But as soon as Ben came back, she stopped talking to him. She kind of put him on the back burner. But she didn't fully let him know, like, hey, this is a capuche.
She stopped talking to him, but she didn't let him know it was over. She was just being distant. So then
That's
it's
true.
like, but then like at the same time, Ben's like, "Oh, I'm your husband," but it's like technically you are, but like at the same time, it's been like what 5, 6 years, so you're not anymore.
No, that is true. I mean, freaking I did feel bad for him, but like throughout the season, like Ben has done a lot of things that pisses me off, and it's like, dude, you need to get it together.
He just kept putting himself. He kept putting himself in danger,
Yeah.
putting himself at risk when they told him
Mm-hmm.
multiple times. Like
Boy,
one,
stop doing that
you're not a
shit.
cop like Michaela, but you wanted to keep putting yourself in harm's way on purpose to use the excuse. Oh, I want to find out for my son.
Oh my god, do you remember the first episode when Michaela said she was hearing stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
he was totally like, "Girl, don't go around telling people that they're gonna think you crazy." And he was the biggest
Exactly.
contributor to 828. He's like the ringleader at this point. And you just made me think of that because I remember in that episode, she was like, "Oh, are you hearing things?" And he's like, "Don't be telling people like that." Like, at first I thought he was like a psychologist, but he's not even a psychologist. He's like a historian, university type teacher. And I found that so weird because you just brought it up, and I'm like, he's like literally the biggest hypocrite because he literally told his sister like, "Don't tell people that; they're gonna think you're crazy." And then he goes knocking on all these other people's doors and like, "Are you hearing things?" It's like, boy,
I was just
I'm
he was
not crazy.
he was a walking like target.
Yeah, and that's why he got arrested like 3 times for assault. He had anger issues. That is anger issues. Don't get me wrong, like hate groups, are bad, but that man lashed out at any second, and that was so terrible. And freaking because of his, he literally told his sister, "Oh my God, don't tell people that." And he literally started like listening to the voices, and then he took it and he ran. And that's literally why his family is in a shit show.
He said, "Oh, you thought I was finished?"
Like his son ran away. Cal ran
Mm.
away at the end of the season 3, basically. His daughter was kidnapped. His wife was killed, and it's all because of his obsession. I don't care what anybody says. It's literally all because I get it. They went on this flight. This whole unexpected thing happened to them, but she ain't had obsessed about it. Just die.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far and tell him just die because so much was taken from him, and now he's left with like,
Yes, and that's why I feel like he needs to learn that. And like in season 4, he's this whole like first three episodes because they didn't even find the girl. Spoiler: they didn't even find the girl till like season 4, and she's so pretty. And I think they did a good job in casting her because she kind of looks like the mom a little bit. Like she's a really pretty little girl. But like he was so obsessed with it, he kind of blocked out the fact that he had 2 other kids. He like yelled at his daughter, and she was literally just trying to help him. And then his son came back, but he came back 5 years older, and he kind of just blocked him out. Like, "Oh, that's not my son. Like, you're not my son. I don't know who this person is. Like, you're not Cal, but that is Cal. He's just five
I feel
years
like that's
older."
kind of like, it's like, really? Because it's like, you could have saw it coming, because like, oh, when he left, he was like what,
He was like 10 or something
10
like
years old,
that.
and he came back like 15. It's like
15.
he was gonna grow up eventually. Like he's not your little boy
Yeah,
anymore.
I did think that. I'm like, yeah, he is gonna grow up, but I think since the jump was just so huge, it was like, oh my god, and all that stuff, and it was just so weird. And I feel like they got off topic a lot. And I want to say this, like, you could tell the difference between season 1, 2, 3, and then season 4. Like, it's a whole different production. One, the camera quality was really good. For season 4, that's that Netflix money, okay?
Season 1, the camera quality terrible. Season 2, terrible.
They got better
Like not
at
even
their
terrible.
graphics.
You ever watch the Cleveland show? You say terrible. That's how that like
Donna.
the video effects. I was like, I had to pause it because I was like, what the fuck?
When I first saw the gargoyle episode, I was like, what the hell?
Okay, so you know the episode when Grace is like, she's like really really pregnant and she's walking out of like the yoga studio or something.
Yeah.
And then she just like sees the little.
Not gonna lie, it
thing.
scared me at first because I be eating. Like what was that? Don't laugh.
Always eating. But yeah, and then she's seen it, and I was just like, that looks so fake.
Oh, it was definitely out of place, out of pocket, and like, not to make this about myself, but I really love production, and I love like good quality, and I'm just saying as an amateur, I could have done a better job of putting that in there.
Whoa, those people get paid.
I came
they
for
work
your
really
entire
hard for that.
life.
They're gonna cancel you already.
Cancel me, girl. If I get canceled, that means I made it. If you get canceled, that means you made it. You know how many celebrities have been canceled like 20 times? Look at them. Breathing, making millions. Girl, I'll be fine. And I'm just saying, like, the quality was really bad. And, like, season 4, they did a good job. Like, when, like, the ash be falling type stuff like that, it looks better in season 4. I'm not going to lie. And I'm like, that's how you know they got money. They ain't on that cable TV no more. On Netflix, you could do whatever you want.
Okay, don't be sleeping on cable TV now. It ain't all bad.
I ain't sleeping on cable TV. I just ain't got cable TV. I got nothing but streaming services.
I mean, I don't have cable TV either, but
I mean, I guess the shows on Hulu are considered cable TV low key.
yeah.
But I mean, Netflix, you could just tell the quality. It was just really different. It was good. They actually put some good makeup on them, made it look presentable and make it look pretty. You know what I don't like? I don't like in episodes when people are sleeping and they got a full face of makeup on. I'm like, you do not wake up like that.
It's not realistic.
You do not, because sometimes I be going to sleep and I be waking up. I hate looking at myself first thing in the morning because I got a puffy face and I'm like, here goes these
Can't relate.
girls.
I wake up looking gorgeous.
My face is so puffy when I wake up. And then I have my lipstick be smeared a little bit. If the sleep was good, I got the little drool on the corner, the eye crust, the eye boogers.
You fell asleep like that.
It be a mess. The bonnet bees like, hello, from across the room. Bro, I don't know. Can you feel when your bonnet comes off at nighttime when you're sleeping a little bit?
No, I'll just wake up and it'll be like all the way like over, like either Kaden pulls it off or I don't even know. I just wake up sometimes.
Sometimes, I don't know. When I was a little kid, especially when I used to get my hair done all the time, gone.
Wait, a scarf and you wake up and it's just like,
bro, it'd be gone. It'd be gone. I don't know if it was like, I think I'm definitely a bad sleeper. I realize that now. I have carpal tunnel. I'm definitely a bad sleeper.
sleep like this.
I sleep. I be sleeping bad.
I sleep like this sometimes, like with my hand like, but it's like for comfort. And then I saw a TikTok and it was like when you like laying hands, like it's like a sign of like autism. And I was like, no, it's not. That's ridiculous.
Half the things that they say are a sign of autism, girl, I must be smart as hell because I got autism.
Well, people that are autistic can be smart. Anyway, we're off topic. We're not talking about autistic people.
I met this autistic kid when I went to the nail salon. I know this is still off topic, but it was just so weird because he like, I was sitting down in the salon chair and like I was on my phone and for my peripherals I could just see the speed of light coming at me. And he sits down next to me and like I think I'm happy that like I went to public school because in public school you have like the special ed kids and you know they incorporate them into your class. And as a kid I saw it as childish. I didn't understand it. But then as an adult I was like proud of myself because I didn't like, you know, make him feel weird or I didn't stare at him. I wasn't stereotypical, you know, weird when like he was around because obviously I could tell he's like special ed. And he just sat down next to me. He's just like like breathing and all that, and it just like unfazed me because like I just grew up around all these special ed kids. I think I had special ed kids like all the way from kindergarten to like third grade.
See, me, whether someone's special ed or not, like, I'm not gonna laugh at a special ed kid, but it's like,
Girl.
if it's funny, I'm sorry, I might be going to hell. But if it's funny, I'm gonna laugh. But then I feel like if you don't laugh with that person, it's like, are you being judgmental?
I guess. I'm not gonna lie for a second. Like he was like and I thought he was gonna grab my hand, and I'm like, if this boy grabs my hand, I'm going to jail because I'm gonna beat his ass. I'm gonna beat an autistic kid's ass. And they're like, why would you do such a thing? And I'm like, he tried to touch me. He tried to touch me. I just have this uncomfortableness when it comes to like people touching me. It's like, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I feel like that's with anybody though.
Nah, you have hoes out there that be like, hey, daddy. And it's like, daddy, you mean my father who helped me come here? I can never call a dude daddy. I think that's so disgusting, by the way. Blah. Now, papi's different because it's a different language.
It means it. See,
I know.
hypocrite. Hypocrite.
I'm very hypocritical. But I mean, if you had to rate this show on a scale of negative 100.
I'm kidding. On a scale of 1 to 10, like me, because I'm really into sci-fi, so this show really disappointed me.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably rate it a 4, and I'm being generous. A 4.
Oh, 4 is being generous.
That's me being generous. Cause like when you're like a nerd and you're really into sci-fi.
I want to pause you right there. I'm glad you acknowledge that you're a freaking
Okay,
nerd.
first of all, I said when it comes to sci-fi.
Nerds.
So I love sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched it, and I was just like, this is not freaking sci-fi.
So, okay. To go back to, like, the beginning of the episode, what's another sci-fi show so I could, like, compare and contrast?
Another sci-fi show? Literally anything else under sci-fi category.
I think I gotta do a Google search.
Rick and Morty, that's sci-fi.
Okay, well, that's, like, anime cartoon.
That's animated
Not
sci-fi.
anime. Ooh, girl.
Or
I keep saying anime.
Supergirl, The Flash.
That's sci-fi? Oh, then this was terrible.
Technically, I think that falls under sci-fi.
Doesn't it fall under superhero type stuff? Isn't that its
Like
own
superheroes
category?
type stuff, like wizardry, like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter?
Sci-fi.
Oh, okay. Here's my review. If Harry Potter is sci-fi,
I'm about to hurt you if you say something insulting about Harry Potter.
no. If Harry Potter is sci-fi, then this was absolutely atrocious.
And you got to think about it. The first Harry Potter was made in like what 2003 or 4.
Yeah, some way back.
And
then.
they just made Manifest recently, and the video effects of all the Harry Potter movies are way
10
better.
times better. 10 times better. 10 times better.
So it's like,
yeah. I mean, I was forced to watch Harry Potter growing up because of my cousin. She was obsessed with Harry Potter. She was all Slytherin. She loved the little white boy named Draco and whatnot.
Okay, I don't fuck with Draco.
You know, Hufflepuff, you know, but, you know, it's just like,
Ew.
girl, what make your face blur? You thought I was a stereotypical Gryffindor. This is Hufflepuff over here, baby.
I would have said you're a Ravenclaw, but...
Ravenclaw?
Well, no, you're actually very, like... Hufflepuff does fit, because you're all, like, bubbly.
Thank you. Thank you. People think I'm just a bitch.
What would you think I am?
So what the frick is Ravenclaw?
Ravenclaw? I'm not sure. They don't really talk much about that one.
They don't. I want to say you're Gryffindor.
You know, I could be a Slytherin. But
you know
I'm a
who's
Gryffindor.
Slytherin? Honorable mention, Heavenly.
Heavenly is a Slytherin.
Heavenly's
Of
a
course
Slytherin.
she's a Slytherin.
That
She's
girl's
so
evil.
demonic.
That girl is evil.
Much love to you, Heavenly, but you
I'm
got
gonna
issues.
Send this to her and be like, hey, you want to listen to the first take?
She's gonna be like, no, because what the fuck?
Why would you guys do that? Let me stop it for me.
She's like, why would you guys say that?
I don't even know what Harry Potter is.
You know how she stretches her words sometimes? She's like, I don't really watch TV, you know.
That's her favorite line. That's her favorite line.
If I do, I watch like reality TV shows and stuff. Bougie.
Oh, she bougie as hell. Reality TV. Wait for the episode on reality TV, guys. Oh my god, it's gonna be so interesting. I have a lot to say.
Bad Boys Club.
I have not watched Bad Boys Club, but reality TV. Wait till I.
Anything on BET?
What you mean anything on BET?
No, not BET. Anything on VH1?
VH1.
Yeah.
I don't know why this keeps coming up, but Love and Hip Hop shaped me as a kid and as a person. I think it definitely contributes to my personality and why sometimes like people are like, "Oh my God, you sound white," but then sometimes you're ghetto, and it's like,
Okay,
honestly,
let's put this in the bag right now. Anyone out there listening, when if you ever say, "Oh, you talk proper to be a black girl," or for the black people,
I feel
you
like that's
sound
so
so
offensive.
white, like you can't sound a race.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at me because I'm not the stereotype that talks all like ratchet,
Hey girl, what you
yada
doing?
yada, this and that. Like some of us actually grow up with a good education and learn how
Mhm.
to speak properly. We're not all,
Mhm.
oh, bitch, what you talking about? All that. We're not
Funna,
all like
funna,
that.
funna, funna. Don't get me wrong, I do say funna, but like some people, like when they
Yeah, but that's
stereotype
just a
it,
southern thing, though. You
I
know.
think it is. I feel like people don't understand the South and Florida, especially the South. I mean, you didn't 100% grow up in Florida from
Mm-mm.
egg to, adult, but I did. And like Florida education isn't the best, but I think for the way I talk, I think I speak pretty well. And then what people don't realize, you have to take into account your household. My mom is Jamaican, so she speaks broken English. So sometimes I be making fun of her. She be like, "Apple." I be like, "Girl, it's apple." Where is there a H in the beginning of it? But it's like sometimes like the way my mom talks, like my aunts, my grandmother, like that plays a role too. And they be like, "What are you saying?" Like when I say ass,
What?
don't do that.
Like ASK?
Yes,
Okay,
you
yeah.
know I said
I know
ass.
what you mean. I just want to make funny because it's funny.
It's like, girl, and it's like, I don't know why. I saw TikTok on it. I'm like, me, I'm always on TikTok, and like black people be saying that. And I'm like, they do sometimes. I'm sorry if we can't say the K. Like I don't pronounce every
Let's
single
not
letter.
even say black people.
Just
We
people.
are people or African Americans. I hate when everyone's like, "Oh, I'm black." Like, no, you're not. You're an
I
African
identify as
American.
Caribbean, actually.
Exactly. I identify as an African American because I don't know what I'm made up of
Uh,
until I do my little ancestry, whatever.
Girl, good look. That's a whole, Jesus. I think the only reason I identify as Caribbean though is like I know I wasn't born in the Caribbeans. I was born in Florida, but I think I have really good pride in my
Mm.
cultural background, which is Jamaica. And I'm not trying to go back to the start of time because then if we going back to the start of time, Egypt. But it's like stuff like that. It's like I take pride in it. And, people be like, "Oh my God, you're not a real Jamaican. Oh my God, you don't even speak patois." And it's like, I do
Mm.
speak patois. I'm just not a Jamaican, so I'm not gonna speak a language that's not really me. Plus, I've never even been to Jamaica. It's on my bucket list. So it's like I'm a Caribbean.
I mean, but you know where your like origins and your culture's from. I don't know my culture.
Cause you just a melting pot.
Yeah, because
You're
you know my
literally
dad's
American.
like all mixed in whatever, and then my mom's all mixed in whatever. So then there's just me,
Yeah,
and
I'm
I'm just
happy my
like,
family kept it together.
mm,
I think all of us are just Jamaican. Jamaican, 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 Jamaican. But to get back on the topic of the show,
yeah, we totally off topic.
freaking, I don't know. I think, guys, if you watch this show, give it a chance. Usually I watch like the first, sometimes lately I'll be watching the first episode, I'm like, I'm out. But you gotta watch like 2 episodes. But I would say if you watch the show, you gotta like give it a chance and then really watch it. And if you still don't like it, please hit me up and tell me how you felt about it. Because I feel like, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it. It's like, oh, this is a nice show. And it's like, this is a terrible show. It's like, it's mixed feelings because it's all over the place.
It's like, mm, you like banana pudding?
Girl, no.
Oh, that was just a question. It's kind of like you. Have you ever had like those like Mexican candies?
Actually,
It's
no.
like okay, so like you'll eat one, and it's like it'll start off like, this is okay, but like I don't know, and then it's like, I don't know if I like it, but then you're like, okay, this wasn't that bad.
And yeah, you know how many times I've been offered Mexican candy so many times, but I never tried it. But I see where you're coming from, your little analogy, if that's what it's called.
Yeah.
But I don't know, this show, guys, it's like a lot. Honestly, I don't even know if I would do a part 2 on it when like the second half of it drops. Cause it's like, I don't know, but I feel like I'm in it for the long run since I've been watching it for so long. It's like I have to watch it
Yeah,
to the end
you have
now.
that commitment.
I
I don't.
have that commitment, guys. It's like I have to watch it to the end now. So it's like I don't even freaking know anymore. So it's like, it's just all. It's just so weird. Like it just changes. Like sometimes I'm watching it, I'm like, I just want to stop watching it. I just want to stop watching. But it's like, let's do it for the show, girl. Do it for the show. It's like I'm having a stroke while watching it sometimes because I can't understand it. But I think I'm maybe just slow.
You think? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You're super smart.
I don't know. The show's just weird. If you guys watch it, let us know, I guess. I don't think we'll really care. Let me not say that. So they're gonna be like, "You don't care? We ain't for put nothing."
I won't.
Yeah, I think you would. If you see a comment, they're like, "This show is so weird," you're gonna be like, "Yes."
Probably. Like, I know, right?
And look at it and be like, this person right here knew what they were talking about.
No, in the comments, isn't like they were literally rambling the whole time, barely talked about the show. And for those of you who want to say that,
it's a podcast. Nobody
Like,
said we was gonna stay on topic.
exactly,
We
we're
two
meant to
black
talk.
queens doing the damn thing. Like, stop playing with it. Period. Period.
Okay, we're not doing that
Would I
shit.
get copyrighted for that? I'm still gonna do it. I don't care.
I think you will. Actually, you probably won't because people do it on TikTok all the time. So yeah.
Right? I think it's really hard to get copyrighted. Anyways, I don't know.
As long as you
right.
mention that person, like at Brit Barbie.
Burnt crisp. Oh my god. Okay, so that's it. You have any last remarks?
Any last remarks about the show?
Any last remarks about anything, girl? Put it out there.
Like what?
This podcast for everybody. It's rated E. EA Sports in the game. Is that how it go?
Yeah, that's how it goes. I'm surprised you know that.
Girl, I grew up with two brothers. I gotta know these stuff. Next week, we're discussing The Crown, which has recently received a lot of backlash, which is kind of pissing me off because it's like, y'all mad at this season. Y'all should have been at seasons ago. I feel like people are mad because the queen died, and it's like, I'm gonna drag each and every one of you because I really like The Crown. So make sure you have your mother trucking tea. Get some crackers. Get some biscuits.
Some crumpets.
Whatever the freak they
Cup of
call it.
tea.
Get some.
Get a bottle of water.
Please, I might have some more.
May I have some more, sir?
But yeah, that's what we're doing next week. So stay tuned and make sure you guys
Subscribe, like, and click that little bell to get those notifications.
Hey listeners, tune into the Review for Few podcast every Wednesday at 8 p.m. And make sure you like and subscribe to keep up with all that's new. Happy listening.